Hey guys, welcome back. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Today's video is a makeup tutorial using the Violet Voss and Nicol Concilio palette. I'm so excited to be using this for you guys. I've used it a couple of times now and I just really like the palette. It's just really freaking nice. I actually flew over to LA recently, probably like a month ago now, just for this launch, just to go and support Nicol. She's actually one of my really good friends. I think we've been friends on YouTube for like 2 years now, pretty much ever since I started. She actually found my channel and she was like, oh my god Kasey, we should collab, and I just thought she was the cutest thing ever. And I think she had like 17,000 subscribers or something and I had like 1,000, so I had like no followers whatsoever. And she still wanted to collab with me and we've been friends ever since. That collab that we did was absolutely awful. My makeup was so bad, but she's just a total sweetheart, so of course I would fly across the whole damn world to go and support her and see her. And I'll actually be back there in November so I can go and see her again and actually hang out properly this time, because I was only there for 3 days. Don't even ask why, because I'm stupid. But yeah, I'm just really proud of her coming out with this palette. She's come so far and she's done so crazy well. She works her little boots off. When I saw this palette, I wanted to use the gold shades for you guys. I just knew instantly that that's the look that I wanted to do. And when I actually attended her launch party, that's what this is the kind of look that I was anticipating on doing, but I actually forgot my glue for my lashes, so I just kind of had to use the same colors but sort of slap it all on there. Just do one of those standard sort of looks that you're going to do if you're not wearing any falsies. If I can find a photo, I'll like insert it on the side so you guys can see what I actually wore and why I chose to wear the golds, because I was wearing like this all yellow outfit that I got from Fashion Nova. So I actually have two of the Violet Voss, nearly hit myself in the face, two of the Violet Voss Nicol Concilio palettes, and this one is for you guys for a giveaway, because I knew you would want one. This one is a little tiny little bit scratched up because I did bring it all the way back from LA with me. So if the package arrives and the box is a little bit scratched, that's why, but the eyeshadows and everything have not been touched inside, and it is a brand new palette. So if you guys would like to win this palette, basically all you have to do is be subscribed to my channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below telling me what your favorite shade in this palette is, along with your Instagram username. That way I can just contact you guys easily on there. Make sure you guys don't leave your emails, because YouTube actually flags them as spam, and I'll have to like go through and just like allow all the comments, because they'll go to like my spam sort of folder section, and I do that anyway, but I just prefer if you guys didn't put your emails, because then I won't get as many in there, and there's more of a chance that you will be entered and I won't like miss any of you. I will be paying for the shipping and everything like I do with every giveaway. However, I always mention this in the description box, but I just want to make sure everyone's clear. Any taxes or anything like that that you guys incur from the package, that will be on you guys to pay for that yourself, because it is quite expensive for me to ship this internationally. So please make sure that you guys are 18 years or over, and if you're not, that you have your parents' permission to enter the giveaway, and that you guys are prepared to pay for any tax or anything like that. Just be aware and look into like what your country's policies and stuff are. That's basically it. I think that's everything I had to touch on in this video, but I really hope you guys like this tutorial, and if you'd like to see how to achieve this look, keep watching. Okay guys, so we're starting off with the eyes today, because I think I want to do something dramatic. I'm just gonna do what I usually do and start playing around with the colors. I look like trash bags right now. I don't really know. So I'm just starting off by going in with some Tarte Shape Tape. That's a lot to prep my eyelids, and I'm just going to use my beauty blender to blend this out. It's just my favorite way to prep my eyelids. It just kind of covers everything. I find it doesn't really crease. I used to use like my MAC paint pot all the time, but I don't know, I just found they were a little bit drying and they can get like kind of patchy really quick if you use too much or if you don't blend them quick enough. So there's not really a shade that I can set my lids with in the palette, so I'm just going to go in with some translucent powder. I'm literally just using any kind of brush. This one's just an E40 from Sigma. It's the same one that I'm going to use to start blending my eyeshadow in a minute, so I just thought I would use that. Okay, Schweet. I'm going to take the shade Daisy first, and we're going to start buffing that into my crease on my Sigma E40 brush. So this shade's actually a lot lighter than I thought it was going to be. I've been using the Anastasia Subculture palette lately, so I've just like been expecting every eyeshadow to be like 1,000 times darker than they look in the pan. But I totally could have used this to like set my lids with. So this is actually a pretty good like brow bone setting shade if you're darker than I am. It's probably a little bit too dark for me to set my brow bone with, but I could definitely get away with it. I'm actually going to take the shade Bruh now, and I'm just going to start buffing this into the crease as well on that same E40 brush. Now I'm just taking the shade Pizza on my Sigma E35 brush, and I'm just going to start working this a little bit more precisely into the crease. And then I'm just taking my E40 brush from Sigma, the same one that we used just before, and I'm going to use that to blend it out. It really does look like pizza. It reminds me of pizza sauce. I love me some pizza. I think I might get pizza for dinner actually. It's the weekend, it's a Sunday. I can has pizza if motherfucker wants to. I think now I'm going to go in with the shade Hangry, which is a little bit more of a neutral brown. It's still really warm, but it's just not as warm as pizza. So I kind of want to have the orange sort of tones in the crease and then start to go a little bit more brown and neutral onto the eyelid. So I'm just dipping into that with my Sigma E39 brush, and I'm just going to start applying this a little bit more precisely into the crease, and I'm gonna go back in with my E40 to blend as always. So far I'm noticing these eyeshadows blend really nicely. Like they build really well and they're just really easy to blend out. They're like, I don't know, they're kind of like foolproof. Like I've been like smashing my brush in here, going to town, and like it's like they don't make it possible for you to fuck it up basically. They're just like a really smooth, just a smooth blend. So I'm now taking my E32 brush from Sigma, and I'm going to take the shade, I think I'm going to take the shade Chocolate. So I'm kind of just running that back and forth in the crease, and then I'm not blending it or anything, and then I'm going in with my E39 brush, dipping into the shade Hey Girl, and I'm pretty much just running straight over that chocolate shade. So I'm just using this to pretty much blend that shade out. Okay, so now I'm just going to cut my crease. I think I'm gonna drag my cut crease all the way out today, which I don't usually do. I usually just do a half crease. So my best tip for you guys with hooded eyes is to put the concealer on and then look straight ahead, and then wherever the concealer transfers onto your lid is as far as you want to drag your cut crease up. I kind of have to look up a little bit more. There we go. So you can see it's transferred a bit. So that's how high I like to bring mine up, because that means even when I'm looking like up at the roof or something, my shimmery eyeshadow that I put on top of this isn't going to transfer into like my transition colors and make it look all crazy. And the brush that I'm using to blend out this concealer is the Sigma E68 brush. So basically what you want to do is draw two symmetrical whales on your eyelids, and then we're going to take the shade LA and we're going to use that to do the inner corner of the eye, and then when we get to about halfway we're going to go in with the shade Victoria and put that on the outer portion of the cut crease. So basically they're just going to fill in the whales. Oh my god, I love it. Like that looks fucking sick, if I might say so myself. Like I don't mean to toot my own horn, but toot toot. Toot toot toot. Now I'm going to do some winged liner. I'm going to use my Urban Decay Razor Sharp liquid liner. And I'm just dragging the wing out to where the gold stops as well. So we just want the cut crease and the liner to meet in the corner. So I've just finished doing the rest of my face off camera because I filmed a first impression using the Cake and Bake sponge. So if you guys want to check that out, I'll link it down below. The lashes that I used today, I can't tell you guys what they are because I don't remember where I got them from and what style they are. They're just like really super fluttery. They're not too intense, but I feel like they just go really nicely with this eye look. So first we're going in with the E34 brush, and we're taking the shade Hey Girl, and we're only going to take it to just the outer corner of where our eyeball actually finishes. I'm not dragging it out underneath my winged liner today like I usually do. And then I'm going in with my Sigma E25 brush, and I'm just going to start blending out the edges of that. And I'm just dipping into a little bit of Hangry as well, just to help that blend. Then I'm dipping in with my E21 brush from Sigma into the shade Chocolate. And we're just going to pretty much place this right on our lash line and kind of smudge it down. And then I'm just switching back to that little dome brush, the E34, and I'm just going to start smudging this into the other shades. So I just decided that I want the lower lash line to be a little bit more grungy looking, so I'm going to dip into the shade Boop Boop, Boop Boop, Boop Boop, Boop Boop. I don't know, I feel like you have to say it like that. And then I'm just going to start blending out just really lightly those shades that we have on the lower lash line. Then for the waterline, I'm actually going to go in with this Kat Von D lip pencil in the shade Crucifix. I don't own like a just sort of standard brown eyeliner, like a pencil liner. All the ones that I have are either a little bit too plum toned or they're a little bit too red. So this is like the most neutral warm brown that I could find that I have. It is a lip liner, so if you have like sensitive eyes, probs don't do this. I have quite sensitive eyes. I've never done this before, so we'll just see how the heck it goes. I have really watery eyes, so I take a really long time to do this. Kind of just have to pull a little bit of my eyelid down at a time, blink, and then go back to it. So I'm going to take the shade Zozo, and I'm just going to apply this to my inner corners. Oh yeah. So I've just made a little glitter mix up. I kind of just mixed together my chunky gold glitters from Festival Face. These ones are the shade Golden Girl. And then I mixed them, I really don't want to spill these. I mixed them with the iridescent flakes. They literally look like snow. They're really, really cool. So I've just kind of, I don't know, mixed them up together. And I'm going to put a little bit on the inner corner, I think, and then maybe just a little bit kind of coming from the inner corner of my eyes and sort of fading off onto the eyelid, if that makes sense. I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of my Go Get Glitter Fix. It's just a standard glitter glue. And then I'm just taking my Sigma E16 brush. It doesn't really matter what brush you use. So I've just quickly lined my lips. I used the Kat Von D Everlasting Lip Liner in the shade Bow and Arrow. It's just pretty much a nude lip liner. And then I'm just going to go in with the Kat Von D Plath Liquid Lipstick. I think that's how you say that. It's just a really cool red. I just thought it would look really cool with this look. Hopefully I'm right. It's more of like a rusty kind of red. So this is the final look, you guys. I really hope that you enjoyed this video. I thought, hey, here's a wild idea. Maybe I'll do something that's not a nude lip for once in my life. So I really hope you guys like this lip and eye combination. I personally would wear a nude lip with this because I'm vanilla as all hell. But I do really like it with like this rusty sort of brown shade. So it's there if you guys want to do it. Of course, you don't have to go as dramatic as this. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. I do lots of tutorials, lots of reviews, and I've got tons of hauls coming for you guys, as well as like a bajillion giveaways. So, you know, go ahead, click that little subscribe button, join the fan, and yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. Bitch, titty, hole, shit. A big thumbs bug. Why can't I speak ever. Where's my freaking palette? It's behind my back. Hey, is it still on my teeth? No, it's not. Welcome back to my mirror. Oh, this fucking tit hole. As soon as I stop filming. Ugh, I just want to punch myself in the face. Why do I suck? Suck dicks. Sorry, badly. I want to do a nude.